Alright, first YouTube video, but looking for help. Got this Kobelco 903 LC, it's an 87 model. It's not the greatest rig. I bought it, do a little clearing, but somebody painted that for some reason. I have no clue why. The dipper, if any of you know anything about 903s, the problem I have, other than that I need to go through the electronics, the hydraulic lines are old and used, old and worn, cracked. The problem I have is the dipper here goes out really slowly. It's torn out the hydraulic lines, the hydraulic valves I should say. Turn the plate out so I can see in here. And from what I've seen, move one lever, something on the opposite side moves also. This lever here that I'm moving is for the dipper. I don't know if you can see it moving. I can't. You pull it back, it goes back good. You push it forward, it does not. I'm trying to decide if it's these valves need to be removed, or there's also a transfer bar. You can see it along the back there. I'll get back there behind in a minute. She's old. Somebody's had her way with her. I took this panel apart. I'm planning to replace all these switches here. Got new ones. Of course, they're not factory ones, because factory ones, I don't know if I can get them. Ones that are close to the same as factory, well, I'm not paying $30 a switch on a excavator that's almost old as I am. But for the most part, it's here. Got a new seat for it that's coming this winter. The plan is, I'm going to add this to the fuel system. I don't know, really high-end AMSOIL for really old excavator that I'm just hoping to keep it from gelling up in the winter. Let's see, hydraulics, and that one would be fuel. See if we can do this one-handed or not. But yeah, she's old, tired, needs a muffler. I'm going to dump this fuel additive in. And hopefully it'll start. Yeah, what do you know? It holds a can. Hopefully it'll start. It's like 40 degrees out today, so that's why I figured I'd try to get it started. Don't know how much it's got in it. I don't know how much fuel additive it's supposed to have, but I know what I'm going to give it. Full 16 ounces of the cold flow. That's all buttoned up. And we put the battery box here. Try to. Oh, that's where my charger went. Good to know. So, master switch. Put this back down. So I've replaced the hydraulic filter so far, and I've replaced 15 gallons of hydraulic fluid. Drain it out, put fresh in, that kind of thing. So she's topped off. Can you see the gauge? Yeah, you can see the gauge. Topped off that way. Looks like somebody took and did some work on the motor. It's an Isuzu four-cylinder diesel, and yeah, the motor mount bolts, a couple of them are missing. or all of them are missing. It's just sitting on the mounts. There's all the valves and everything. Here's the transfer bar I was talking about. I don't know if that's supposed to move on all the valve sticks or what, but yeah, you move the boom out. One valve moves on the other side as well because of the transfer bar here. So I'm kind of wondering if the dipper is supposed to do the same. Maybe this is just froze up. Cheap fix maybe, I don't know. That's why I bought it. It's all mechanical. It's not a high priority project right now, but I figured I'd see if somebody had any clues about this thing. Any recommendations, that kind of thing, you know. But I picked it up cheap enough. So I'll try, see if it'll cold start. When I bought it, there's no power coming in here. So I didn't have any glow plugs. The dealer even said it was on consignment at a dealership. See the swing motor down there. I've got to pull that out and replace a hydraulic seal on the bottom for the gearbox. The planetary's there. Yeah, apparently you put. I asked the dealer, hey, I buy this thing. Can you top off all the fluids? And they said, well, we topped off all the fluids, but next day I checked the fluid level on the swing motor, the gearbox, and didn't have any fluid in it. So apparently that seal's gone. Anyways, didn't have any power in here to begin with. 12-volt side was dead. And just this fuse here was missing. And magically I had glow plugs and everything. So you turn it left, get the glow plugs. Should see that coil heat up eventually. Maybe. Yeah, who knows, maybe it stopped working. Maybe the batteries are dead and you're not even going to see a cold start on it. Hasn't been fired in 2 months. And it's been kind of cold. Chickens are trying to figure out what I'm doing. The roaster. The birds. Oh, there's the roaster. Anyways, we'll give it a whirl. See if it does anything. Back to it, and I'll see if I can show you what it's doing and what it's not doing. Alright, been about a half hour, still running, still smoking a little bit, but I mean, whatever, it's a 30-year-old tractor. Like I said, I don't know what's been done to the engine. I'm going to go over, try to move the dipsticks and everything, show you what's not moving all that good. Highly doubt you're going to be able to hear me over it. See now it needs that muffler, and not much soundproofing in it, but we'll give it a try. Show you what I can show you, and somebody wants to give me any tips, comments, or whatever as far as what they think might be sticking on it. Yeah, I know the cylinders already need to be rebuilt, but one of the wiper seals is completely off, the one for the top cylinder there. But I don't know if it's just the valves need to be rebuilt, or if the transfer bar there is actually supposed to be moving and it's not moving. Still got to take it apart, figure it out, but figured I'd see if anyone had any good ideas, or also if you have any idea where I could get some parts for this thing other than trying a dealer, someplace I could go online, find a schematic and say, yeah, that's what I need, and buy it. That'd be great. But all right, give it a whirl. It's been running for about a half hour. Back here at the valve body. Old school mechanical throttle. That's why when I bought it, didn't need anything electrical. It cranked over with 24 volt. Mechanical throttle for on and off. It didn't need any electrics. So, yeah, anyway, Not bad for something that hasn't run in a couple of months. I'm honestly really surprised it fired up in the first place. I thought it had a fuel leak down, so it didn't. I figured it'd have air in the fuel lines, but it fired right up. Did not seem to care one bit. But yeah. So there's my first YouTube video. Sorry if the audio sucks. Sorry if it shakes a lot. But I know a lot of people out there have had these pieces of equipment. I know a lot of people on YouTube get a lot of help from everyone else in the world. So I thought it might be a good idea to try to post something about this thing and see if I could get some answers or some advice. Oh yeah, the other thing is I've got a foot pedal in there in the cab. It's my first excavator. I've got a tractor loader backhoe with a hydraulic thumb and everything. This thing had a foot pedal that just went one-way valve. It's got a feed, it's got a return, it's up tied up there. I don't know what the heck they had on this thing, but maybe a hammer or something, or I don't know what. But if anyone has any ideas what would run off a single foot pedal that would work on something like this, you can see it. That's the foot pedal there. It only goes one way. And they welded these rub rails on. I was kind of guessing it was forestry, but I don't know. Yeah, 1987 903 LC Kobelco. Dealer called it a 903B. And you look up parts books, and I haven't found a 903 LC yet. So yeah, it's an old monster. Might work for clearing some land. We'll see. If not, I'll try to get it decent, send it down the road, and look for something a little better. I've still got my tractor loader backhoe, but it's a small one. It's a John Deere 110 2007 model that I built the whole house foundation with a couple years ago. But I don't know if you can see back there, but other than this parts truck of mine, it's got a diesel and a turbo 400 in it, so makes good spare parts for my dump truck. But I've got a hill back there I'd like to take down and spread out in these low spots. And I was thinking my tractor is a little small for that. You know, it's only an 8,000 pound machine. This thing's 16,000 pounds. Plus I want to make some trails on this property. So bought this. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. Have a great day.